Okay. So I got up and I just started shuffling. I just felt like I needed to have my deck in my hand. I don't know how that sounds, but anywho, these are the cards that fell out. And for some reason, I was urged to get on here and tell you about it, right? It could be for somebody. Somebody might need to hear this. So let's talk about it. All right, this is going to be, again, for whoever needs to hear it or whoever resonates with the message. Not for anybody specifically, but again, whoever it resonates for. All right, so the world, right? Love the world card. So the world, it feels pretty victorious. Six of Wands. When you have learned major lessons, when you have been through the most, right? When you've been through it all, when you didn't take heed to those red flags and all that kind of shit, when you finally have learned major life lessons, that shit feels amazing. You feel like you've leveled up. You feel like there's a certain level of confidence now and success. And, and just being able to transform yourself with this death card, right? It's victorious to feel like you have changed, that you've rebirthed yourself, that you have learned life lessons that has caused you to realize the only way you're going to feel victorious, the only way you're going to feel that sense of success is for you to transform, for you to let shit die that needs to die, needs to be laid to rest. And I think it feels good to finally let certain shit die. Just to, you know what I mean? It was time to turn the page. It was time to start a new chapter for something more promising to develop, right? And again, with that Six of Wands, you can tell this shit was hard because it feels like a victory, like you won, like, damn, never could have made it. Okay? All right? But look at this, with this Hermit card here, right under the World card, I feel like you had to take some time to yourself, has to take some time alone. You may have even been researching shit, like really gaining a certain level of wisdom and knowledge about you. This is going within at introspection, right? Being wise beyond your years because you have really stepped outside of everything, stepped into your own realm, right? Stepped into your own world in order for you to gain a certain level of knowledge about yourself. Enlighten yourself. What do I bring to a situation? What, level of accountability should I accept in certain situations? What knowledge did I gain by lessons being learned? There's a spiritual energy off this Hermit card. Yeah. It's like you could have been, again, because the Hermit goes in search of, right? Really just searching your spirituality, searching that higher self. And it's crazy, I just hear like spiritual awakening. You see that Nine of Swords right there in the middle? Understand that spiritual awakenings are not a fucking walk in the park. They are stressful. They will keep you up at night. Sleepless nights, right? You just constantly having shit on your mind. That spiritual awakening can be the most uncomfortable thing ever. But it's such a victory once you come out of it, right? Once you are able to see clear, once you know yourself better, once you have taken that time to yourself to gain that certain wisdom about yourself, about life, all right? And again, that shit, whew, oh my God, right? Stressful. King of Cups is here, all right? So I feel like it's stressful. It's stressful to try to hold your emotions in. It's stressful to try to, I feel like almost like someone has to, you know, it's, when it's like, internally you are fucking putty, like you are soft, you can fall apart at any time. There's so much love and emotion within you, but it's like I can't show that shit on the outside because there's a certain level of pride I feel here. I can't show that shit on the outside. So it's like you wear it so well. Look how he dressed in this King of Cups. Like he or she, whatever. Right? It's like regardless, no matter if I'm stressed, if I'm up to fucking 4:37 in the morning, does not matter. Like that next day you won't know. Nobody will know that because I wear my struggle so well. You understand? It's like almost like masking it. But again, you can't hide from you. You can't hide from you. All right? Not when death is upon you. Not when that transformation and that rebirth is upon you. Right? So it's like, it's stressful to try to, I feel like, because you're, again, this transformation, this spiritual awakening, it's like making you more in control of your emotions, right? Emotional maturity here, right? Really understanding how you want to be loved, what you perceive as love, all that kind of shit. But again, from you've gained knowledge, like you've learned lessons, you've been through some shit. This is you being wiser from an emotional aspect. All right. Now look at this. The moon is here. So, yo, when I looked at this card, first of all, let's look at the thing, this fucking monster demon ghost thing coming out the water, right? This is what I'm feeling off this moon card. I feel like, and even with this two naked women here with these masks on, like this is a whole like production, right? This is some weird shit. And that's what I think. I think that sometimes you get caught up thinking about some really weird shit, right? Thinking about, because I think there's a lot of things that you aren't clear about in a situation, or you don't know enough about in a situation, or there just might be a level of behind the scenes activity. But I almost feel like this is your mind playing tricks on you, kind of a thing. Your mind playing tricks on you. And I feel, even if there's things that you feel that are secrets, or you just don't know, or you feel like that are being kept from you, I really keep hearing weird. Like I really feel like you think like somebody is on some weird shit, or this shit just don't make sense, or this is weird. Right? And like I said, I feel like it's like your mind playing tricks on you, kind of. I also feel like this could be you going back and forth just emotionally, like you're trying to get your emotions in check, right? Trying to really live up to that King of Cups, right? But it can be hard sometimes. It can be hard. Them emotions can overcome you. I also feel, ooh, listen. So December 29th, full moon will be in Cancer. Ain't that a bitch? I feel like there's going to be something that's going to trigger Knight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like there's a trigger. There is a trigger coming. Like there is something that you might dream about, you might just think about, and I'm not talking about in a positive way. Like I feel like it's some weird shit. I feel like it's some shit that you never could really make sense of, or really just didn't never made sense to you on an emotional level, right? And I feel like when you think about those things, when you get caught up in that emotional shit, it triggers you. It triggers you. It makes you want to come right at somebody. It makes you want to say, I can't believe. It's like, I don't know if these are things you actually want to say to someone else, but I feel like this is the shit that really keeps you up at night. You replaying certain scenarios, what you should have said, could have, would have said, how you should have went off, or how just certain things trigger you, how they trigger you. And Page of Swords, let me tell you, with this Page of Swords, I feel like, things can trigger you so much sometimes when when your mind start fucking with you, start thinking about all the weird shit that went down, thinking about, and I feel like this could be you look, like I said, with this Hermit above this Moon card, this could be you like really taking a deep look at yourself and wondering, how did I let so much weird shit happen? Right? Like, damn, fuck, I'm smarter than that. I'm wiser than that. I'm wiser than that. Right? And I feel like that's the trigger. That's the trigger. So with this, again, with this Page of Swords here, it's like, I feel like some of you may be triggered enough to send somebody a text, communicate in some kind of way. But here's the thing, I feel like the communication is going to be real blunt, cold, to the point. It's not going to be like, oh, hey, what's good with you? It's going to be like, and another thing, like, I just feel like it's going to be that immature, premature type of conversation. This trigger here might even catch you like trying to spy on somebody, see what somebody's doing, things like that. Like, we don't want to do that, because again, I feel like it was such a fucking victory to be able to transform into someone that's more emotionally mature, right? Because you know what those sleepless nights feel like. Look at that, an interruption, a loud one too. Hold on. All right, my bad. That was the postman. It's the holidays. People dropping off shit. But anywho, yeah, back to this trigger. I'm also feeling like this trigger, because this Page of Swords feels so, I don't know. I almost feel like this trigger may get you to check yourself, which is a good thing. That Page of Swords I feel like that may be you checking yourself. Like, you understanding. Because I feel, again, with this Hermit here, like, I feel like you gained a certain, in the world, fucking death. Like, yeah, you're smarter than this. You smarter than this. You know that shit is going to put you right back here. You get it. And I feel like you're going to check yourself. Because, look at this. This was from the bottom of the deck. First of all, everything is fine. All right. But I almost feel like if you send out a text message, collective, all it's going to do, again, I just feel like you're going to be looking at your phone, waiting to see what they say. Or depending on what you have sent, maybe they do respond, but you still don't think it's this Moon card, right? Even if they do respond, it's not what you wanted. It's not what you thought. That you felt like what you sent would have had them give you a more thoughtful response, or a response that showed that maybe they've changed or got some type of emotional maturity. But I don't think that's what's going to happen. I don't think so. I think that it's going to make you feel a sense of sadness, a sense of hurt again. But the thing about it, again, with this, I love this card because, again, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Like, you know that the worst is over. You know that the hardest part, the most fucking, that shit is over. That shit is over. That hurt is over. Everything is fine, right? You've learned your lessons. You understand that whatever needed to come to an end, it needed to be. This is how everything is going to be fine, by letting this shit finally come to rest. Finally RIPing whatever situation, whatever was stressing you the hell out, whatever felt so good, so successful to finally be able to, transform you into someone wiser, someone who has learned more about themselves, someone who has been through a spiritual awakening, honey. Someone who has come out of this spiritual awakening feeling more emotionally mature, feeling like they understand the idea that it's okay to love, but being more responsible with that love, only giving that love when it's being reciprocated, understanding that, the way you feel on the inside doesn't always have to reflect on the exterior, especially if you're not sure. Especially if you're not sure with this moon card, right? So really kind of keeping your emotions in check sometime. That's what I swear I think this Page of Swords is keeping those, when them triggers happen, this is you keeping your ass in check. Like, let me check myself. Let me go back and think about this. Like, I've been through enough already. I already know. Ten of Swords, I know how this whole thing goes. You know what I'm saying? I made some drastic changes. Shit that I feel like I'm proud of. I'm proud of these changes, right? I'm proud of the lessons that I finally feel like I've learned, that I've grasped, that I understand. I finally come to a point where I can take a certain level. I can take that certain level of accountability, right? Even if I don't know the whole thing, what I do know is that this spiritual awakening is giving me that opportunity to transform, to be more emotionally in tune with myself. Everything is fine. All right, that's it. I thought this was interesting. And like I said, I resonated with a lot of it. So again, whoever needs it, have a great day, y'all. Happy holidays. This was good. This was really good. Okay, bye.